Okay, thank you. So, just briefly, I would like to share a goodwill message. Honourable Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, esteemed guests, I will adopt the protocol already established. So I bring you this goodwill message from the African Cities Research Consortium at the University of Manchester, and I am delighted to be able to bring this message to this Agora-hosted event, aiming to catalyse reform in local government financing. Led by the University of Manchester and financed by FCDO, the African Cities Research Consortium merges 7 core partners that represent international policy think tanks, universities, and international development organisations. We are working in 12 African cities in order to develop new approaches to urban policy programming and practice on the continent. In this current phase, which is focused on African research, we're working on 5 cities, one of which is Lagos. The action research projects in this phase in Lagos are very much led by Professor Tybert Lawrenson from the Centre for Housing and Sustainable Development at the University of Lagos. Professor Lawrenson is also a Leverhulme Professor, Professorial Fellow at the University of Liverpool, and we are, of course, delighted to benefit from her expertise in the UK. So the analysis led by Professor Lawrenson has initiated a number of action research projects. So what is really clear in our work? That local governance is absolutely critical to securing positive outcomes for urban residents. That might include efforts to improve the prosperity of cities, providing employment and livelihood opportunities, or efforts to improve access to basic services and land for the very lowest income residents. Local governments led by those committed to change can do much to address the needs that residents have, working with residents groups and workers' association. We've really seen in Africa and beyond Africa the potential of such an approach to identify win-win agendas, develop a collaborative ambition, and institute activities based very much on a co-production approach and co-production principles. In our work with communities and cities across Africa, and very much led by African expertise, we have developed our own theory of change centered on the critical factors that we consider important to success, factors that have already been highlighted by the speakers to date. So the African Cities Research Consortium, our theory of change rests on 4 pillars. A first pillar is elite commitment and the importance of local political leadership. A second pillar is the importance of mobilised citizens who are organised and pressing for change, and who know the kinds of changes they want. A third pillar is enhanced state capability and capacity, so very much of fish stores are all and food is required. And our final pillar is reform coalitions, the aggregation of expertise, be it academic, NGO, civil society, local government, and residents, people coming together to understand and plan for change. One of our cross-cutting themes is municipal financing, which we recognise is absolutely critical for residents to be able to secure their needs. And we recently supported a policy dialogue in Accra, which really financed on the potential to strengthen revenue from property and use it to secure redistribution and address essential residents' needs. That policy dialogue was very much pitched at the continental level. So I would close by saying that Agora Policy is right to highlight the potential of local government's reform in Nigeria. And I think it has an essential contribution to make to this conversation. It's already making that contribution through convening a multiplicity of voices, local government, national government, academia, and diverse civil society organisations. So I'm really delighted to be able to share this goodwill message, and I very much look forward to learning about the outcomes of your deliberation. Thank you.